Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's me, nobody here, and we got something a little more serious I want to talk to you guys today about, and I'm hoping I can get a lot of you guys involved in this. I am quitting smoking, and I'm hoping that maybe my quitting might be helpful to other people. At the same time, I'm thinking that doing it this way might be helpful to me, so mutually beneficial. If you're interested in quitting smoking, I have a plan, and this doesn't work for everybody, guaranteed, but choose your own plan, and let's all do this together. Here's the two-pack plan. This is the quitting plan. Buy yourself 2 packs of your favorite brand of cigarettes. Here's 1, here's 2. Now, I've waited until right now to do this video for a very specific reason. This pack, you open, you smoke. These are the last cigarettes you are ever going to smoke. This is the last one I have in this pack. My last cigarette. Now, the second pack. This is the important pack. This is to carry around with you. See, as a smoker, you got to understand the biggest thing about smoking is when you are out of... I better light this so I can get it over with. The biggest craving periods you have are when you do not have cigarettes, or at least that's the way it is for me. Or if I don't have any on me, as soon as I'm done smoking the one I just bummed, I'm looking for somebody to bum another one off of. That's the way it is for me. That's the way it is for a lot of smokers. Carrying a pack on you reminds you that you're quitting because you want to quit. And that's the most important part right there. If you are quitting, it better be because you want to quit. If you actually want to quit, this can work for you. If you don't want to, forget about it. You're wasting your time attempting to. Whether there is a reason, health-wise or family-wise or whatever in your life that makes you want to quit, whatever it is, if you want to quit, let's do this. Now, I've been smoking rollies for the last 4 or 5 years. The reason I have purchased one of the more expensive brands is because my first cigarette was a Marlboro, and I swore to myself my last cigarette would be a Marlboro too. The thing that you're going to look at here is you're going to be like, oh, well, that's just too damn tempting. If I have cigarettes on me, I'm going to want to smoke them. But that's where it comes in. Yeah, you're going to want to smoke them anyway. But every time you pull this pack out of your pocket, you're going to be reminding yourself you're quitting because you want to, not because you have to. You're quitting because you want to, not because you have to. See? You're quitting because you want to, not because you have to. That's the big psychological curve there. Now, as hypocritical as this is about to sound, I'm going to say it anyway. I know this method works for me because I've done it before. Now, before you get too wound up, I quit before for a full year. Okay? I had no cravings. I was completely done and whatever. The thing is, I enjoy smoking. I quit for no reason at all. I quit just because I felt like quitting. I just one day decided no more. I'm done. But because I enjoyed smoking, I wasn't quitting all tobacco. I told myself once the cravings were gone, I could go and smoke my pipe, and I could smoke my cigars because I enjoy those once in a while. But I was never fully intending to give up smoking tobacco altogether. I just wanted to quit cigarettes. Now, this time, I want to quit, period. I don't want my pipe, I don't want my cigars, I don't want my cigarettes anymore. Why? Again, I don't know why. I just don't want to. When I started back up, it wasn't because I had to. It wasn't because I had a really bad craving. I just decided one day, the same that I decided to quit, I just decided one day, whatever, I want a cigarette. I mean, literally like that. Not, oh, I gotta have it. No, yeah, I want a cigarette. I'll have a cigarette now. Screw it. I'll go back to smoking. Now, as dumb as that may sound, listen to the story about how I started smoking, okay? And you'll realize that this is just the way it worked. One day I was on the school bus ride home. Now, before this day, I really didn't like smokers. Honestly, very much disliked them. Every time I'd sit down at a table with a bunch of smokers, the smoke would come towards me. And the smoke does that. It migrates to the non-smokers. Always does. Always will. One day, a buddy of mine had gotten on the bus, and when he got off the bus, I noticed that his cigarettes had fallen out of his back pocket. And they were sitting there on the seat, just open in plain view. Now, I didn't want him to get in trouble. So when the bus stopped at my stop, I leapt over across the aisle into the other seat, picked up all the cigarettes, and hid them. The bus driver, of course, saw me doing this and immediately questioned, hey, what are you doing? I ignored him, ran off the bus, and went home. The next day, when I saw the bus driver, he asked me about it. And I told him, oh, no, he had just lost some spare change. I was picking it up so that, it wouldn't get stolen. I gave it back to him, don't worry. But what really happened was I took those cigarettes home, They were Marlboros. I took them home. I went out back because I decided these goddamn things, everybody is smoking the friggin' things. Why? Because all I get is annoying secondhand smoke off of it. Why are they doing this? So I went out back and I lit one up. Hey, that doesn't taste too bad. That people say the first cigarette is like licking an ashtray. How many of you are actually licking ashtrays? Come on now. So, I don't know if I agree with that or not. I've never licked an ashtray. I enjoyed the flavor, and I enjoyed the slight nicotine buzz that it gives you on your first few that you smoke and whatnot. And I was like, all right, that's not so bad. I guess I can see why they do that. You know, for the next year or so, I slowly picked up more and more how often I was smoking. I went from like one a week, two a week, one a day, till I was smoking every day. Now, for most of the 16 years I was smoking, I was at half a pack a day. I think maybe twice in my life I've gone over that half a pack a day. So I've kept it curved, and that's, you know, definitely going to be different from some of you people out there. This is it. Now I'm putting that out. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my last cigarette. This pack I will keep on me, and as I said, I'm hoping this will help to support other people quit this particular video. So, what I'm going to do is for the next week or so, every day I'm going to post a video specifically for this. I'll try to post my normal video as well, but I will also post every day a very quick and short video on how I'm doing, and you can leave in the comments how you're doing. And the great thing about YouTube is, even if I'm already a year quit, and you're just now discovering this video, you can still go to the next run of videos and say, oh, well, this was video 2. This is his day 2. Here, how does this compare to mine? Or whatever it is that helps out. So I'm hoping this helps, and we'll see how I do. I have faith. I also have faith in you. So, by golly, you've been watching nobody smoke his very last cigarette. See you tomorrow. You're quitting because you want to, not because you have to.